Hey guys, welcome to another video. I am looking a little bit like a hot mess today, but we are going to accept that. We are going to embrace that. I don't know what's going on. I think I have some sort of migraine or something because it's like a headache, but it's not a headache. I don't know how to explain it. You're going to be seeing me, raw, unfiltered, wearing glasses because I'm blind and I really don't need to exacerbate this headache right now, and wearing my hair down because my long-haired lady friends know that sometimes you get that bruise at the top of your head from just having your hair up so much, and I have a lot of hair. We're just going all out here. If I get hair in my food, I'm the only one eating it, so that's fine. That's sanitary. It's gonna be okay. Anyway, I'm actually really excited to share this recipe with you today. This is something I've been making for about 6 years now, probably longer to be honest. I used to make protein fluff all the time. I even made a YouTube video on it like back in the day. I'm gonna try and find it from my old YouTube channel and link it down below if I do find it, because it's probably be a little bit of a laugh to watch. I'll probably be using like the exact same utensils as well, which is kind of cool. Anyway, I had some whey protein powder that I really wanted to use up. Now for this recipe, there are a few important things. It's a versatile recipe, but it's also kind of not. I like sharing recipes that people of all different diets and people of all different goals and intentions can make, but this one is quite specific, and if you do veer away from the original recipe, you definitely won't get the same result. This recipe, you kind of have to use a whey protein blend. A whey protein blend is usually a mix of whey protein isolate, whey protein concentrate, and casein protein. It is the casein protein and the concentrate that usually give it the whipped consistency and the volume. If you are just to use a WPI here, a whey protein isolate, it just doesn't have the same results. I have tried it before. It's just not the same. Also, if you use a vegan protein, it won't really work. I mean, look, you can give it a go. It might work, but it just won't have the same results as if you were using a whey protein blend. So I had this whey protein blend that I've been trying to use up. I was like, I have all of my utensils that I don't usually have when I'm in Brisbane. Let's make some protein fluff. You literally need 2 ingredients for this recipe. Like 2 ingredients. You need a cup of frozen fruit. I usually use berries, so today I'm going to be using frozen strawberries, but you can use mixed berries. It goes really well with raspberries. You can even chuck in some frozen banana. I wouldn't use all frozen banana just because I just don't think it would work as well. Try and get some frozen berries in there if you can, and also it's going to keep the calories and the carbs down as well. This is a super low calorie treat, very high protein, fantastic if you are dieting or you do have sort of tricky macros. Then you want 30 grams or roughly a scoop of a whey protein powder. You can add 1/4 teaspoon of xanthum gum, which will make it even more voluminous. Is that the word? Voluminous. You will know that I can't pronounce words. It will give it even more volume if you do add the xanthum gum. However, I don't have any, and also if you do have a bit of a sensitive stomach, and I do have IBS, xanthum gum can kind of muck you up a little bit. It can make you quite bloated. Xanthum gum is found in a lot of recipes, especially gluten-free ones, as it is used as a good thickening agent. So you will find that you probably do have this quite often, but I just find that it doesn't sit extremely well with my stomach. So if I leave it out, that's fine. But if I did add it, it would really make it into quite an amazing texture. So all you want to do is pop the frozen berries or the frozen fruit, whatever you're using, in a bowl. Now I take these out the freezer about 5 minutes before I want to use them, just so they're a little bit squishy. Any longer than that and the mix is going to go too watery. And then I add in the whey protein powder. I then get a fork and I sort of like mash it down a little bit, just so when I use the stick blender it makes it a bit easier. Now you probably could use a blender or a NutriBullet or a food processor with this. I just like the autonomy I get from a stick blender. It seems to work a little bit better. Also, I have this weird nostalgic thing with this stick blender because we've had it since I was a baby, and so it reminds me of having pumpkin soup as an 8-year-old, and yeah, sometimes we need that nostalgic factor. So I then get the stick blender out and I give it a zhuzh. Now this takes a few minutes and quite a lot of patience, because at first you're going to be like, this is doing nothing, this is a powdery mess. Trust me, keep going. You're going to keep zhuzhing and zhuzhing and zhuzhing until it becomes sort of like a paste, I guess, like a mix. If you were using a blender, it's the part when it all becomes emulsified. So at that point, you can stop using the stick blender and you want to get out your hand whisk. Now we've all been making the whipped coffee, so you probably have one of these in your repertoire. Get out your whisk and you're going to whisk. And this will probably take about 2 to 3 minutes. You want to whisk to the point where it's very fluffy, and then a little bit longer. That extra few minutes is when it's going to get it to the point where you're like, okay, this is some next level stuff here. And then at that point, it's good to eat. I also love to top this with like roast roasted almonds. What I do usually, I don't have any almonds at the moment, is I roast almonds either in a fry pan or in the oven with a little bit of sprinkle of salt. Then I top the protein fluff with the roasted almonds, so I get that sort of sweet and salty combination, and the roasted almonds are nice and crunchy with the smooth, and oh, it's such a good time. But I don't have any roasted almonds, so I'm not going to get my hopes up about that too much. Okay, I must act fast because this is melting before my very eyes. Can you see? I literally used 150 grams of berries and 30 grams of protein powder, and I have a full bowl full of fluff. Like, I forgot how incredible this was. I can't even get over how excited I am. This, oh, it smells so good. I wish you could smell this. Okay, let's give it a go. That is everything I needed to be and more. That is so comforting. Incredible. I am gonna go eat this now. Like I said, it's a super simple recipe, but you do have to be a little bit specific with it. It's 150 calories for the whole bowl. It is so filling. It is so delicious. I would recommend anyone go and make it. I really hope you liked this video. I am enjoying branching out and making some new recipes. If you do try this protein fluff, make sure to tag me on Instagram, share it with me, send me a message. I want to see your creation. I hope you are all staying well in this time. As always, I'm gonna go eat this. Oh, I'm gonna go have a good time. See ya.